chase for the state title hits overdrive tonight as the quarterfinals takes center stage. The number 5 Willow School Lions come out fierce, fast, and ready to hunt. But the Prairieville Hurricanes are blowing in with one mission: knock off another contender. With only 2 stops left on the road to Strawberry Stadium, playoff soccer is about to erupt exclusively on the REV Game of the Week.
Chris's Specialty Foods has you covered for tailgating this season. We do all the prep work so you can spend time enjoying your family and friends. Steaks, burgers, sausage, chicken, wild game, and many other great pork options. Our central location is now open on Wax Road behind the Walmart. And the new Highland location serves hot lunches and has a meeting space for your work team. New Orleans and Millerville are rocking as well. It's fast, affordable, and delicious. It's Chris's Specialty Foods.
Everybody loves Chris's.
BT Chapman and AJ Pickett with Advantage Therapy are honored and excited to team up with Prairieville High School Athletics. At Advantage Therapy, we are dedicated to helping our patients regain the highest possible functional status through one-on-one patient care. Advantage Therapy has spent nearly 2 decades providing both outpatient orthopedic physical therapy and occupational therapy to the people of Ascension and surrounding parishes. From all of us at Advantage Therapy, go Canes!
For over 40 years, Bingle has been a trusted name in pest control. Now Bingle Pro Exterminators brings that same expertise and reliability to your home and business. From termites and mosquitoes, to roaches, ants, wasps, and wildlife, no pest stands a chance against our professionals. At Bingle Pro Exterminators, we keep pests gone. For a free inspection, call 833-GO-BINGLE or visit binglepro.com. Bingle, the official pest control of LSU Athletics.
Order like a champ at Raising Cane's. We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
Galva's Seafood in Prairieville invites you to dive into a delicious dining experience. Since 2012, Galva's Seafood has been locally owned and operated, which means meals made from scratch using fresh ingredients. Treat yourself to fresh fried seafood, steaks, and exciting seasonal additions to our menu. Stop in for brunch on Sundays. Enjoy a cold beer while satisfying those taste buds. And of course, there's always something for the little ones, so bring the whole family. Visit Galva's Seafood on Highway 42 in Prairieville.
We'll see you soon.
Dr. Brian Hollis is Ascension Parish's orthodontist. Dr. Hollis has an excellent reputation for bringing state-of-the-art technology and the highest standard of patient care to Ascension. He attended LSU Dental School, and he completed a residency to become a board-certified specialist in orthodontics. An avid supporter in our community, Dr. Hollis is married to Celeste Pyron Hollis, and they have 4 children. Dr. Hollis, Ascension Parish's orthodontist. Grow up smiling with Hollis Orthodontics.
At LRC Baton Rouge, we bring you trusted Motorola communication solutions along with advanced security and surveillance systems. We also specialize in a full range of AV solutions, including our own LRC View video walls that transform spaces with stunning visuals. Whether it's seamless communication, top-tier AV installations, or robust access control, LRC Baton Rouge is your all-in-one technology partner. Miller Safety Consulting is more than a service. They're a partner in protecting your people, your business, and your future. With over 27 years of experience, Jeremy Miller and his board-certified team provide expert safety services in OSHA consultation, legal case support, customized training, and more. They also offer online training courses in leadership, health and safety, and mental health and wellness in the workplace. Visit millersafety.com for more information.
REV presents the Action Minute. Here's the Clinical Director of Action Therapy and Wellness, Haley Leindecker.
And I'm here to show you some of the services we offer to help get you out of pain and back in action.
Dry needling involves inserting thin, sterile needles into trigger points within muscles to release tension, reduce pain, and improve movement. It's highly effective for muscle tightness, chronic pain, and headaches. Joint manipulation. By applying a quick, controlled force to a joint, we can restore mobility, reduce stiffness, and relieve pain. Cupping therapy uses suction cups to increase blood flow, reduce muscle tension, and promote healing. With instrument-assisted soft tissue mobilization, we apply targeted pressure to break down scar tissue and speed up recovery.
Action Therapy and Wellness specializes in physical therapy, sports therapy, occupational, and hand therapy. Just remember, no referrals needed. Give us a call today.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to a very important Division II quarterfinal soccer playoff game between the Willow Lions and the Prairieville Hurricanes. I'm Jimmy Frederick. Along with him, my broadcast partner, of course, it is Jolie Hartman. And Jolie, we've got a great game here, but we've got a lot of things to talk about. And, it's really a great path to talk about how these two teams got here.
Yeah, so when you look back at round one, which is also called the by-district round, we see that Prairieville defeated Sam Houston 8-0, and then the Willow School defeated Ellender 6-0. Then the second round, which is also called the regional round, Prairieville defeated Caddo Magnet 7-1, and that was on REV Game of the Week. And then the Willow School 6-0 to Beauchene. Now here we are, third round quarterfinal. The Willow School at Prairieville High.
Don't have a lot of time, but I got to tell you, got to point out the fact that the Willow School scored 14 goals in 3 games.
Yes,
and Prairieville scored 15 in 2.
So both of these schools, very exciting to be in the third round, but they can score. That's what I'm really excited to see here tonight.
Our coaches for tonight's game for Willow School, it is Ben Barcelona in his 8th year. He is 156, 22, and 27. And for the Prairieville Hurricanes, Adrian Garcia, his 2nd year here, but he was at Santa Maria for 17 years prior to that. He is 38, 7, and 3 here. What a record for Adrian Garcia.
Yeah, and a big thing for both of these teams are going to be what is as followed, their keys to victory. So for the Willow School, their transition quickly, being able to stay organized throughout their thirds is going to be a crucial thing for them executing in the final thirds. And when I'm saying thirds, you got to think about it. Soccer field is split into 3, defense, midfield, and offense. So being able to kind of transition and transpire throughout each unit is going to be very important for the Willow School tonight. Now for Prairieville Hurricanes, being able to kind of capitalize on set pieces either outside the box or even further from the goal. And then on defense, being able to clear the ball. They don't want to have the Willow School have easy shots tonight. So if anything is in the 18-yard box, they got to get it out quickly because the Willow School does know how to score. And then also I love this key to victory, too big. You can never be too big in each moment that you're going to take in this game. For Prairieville, this is their first time, quarterfinals and things like that, hosting and things. And so this moment is big, but you've got to be the bigger picture in this game, and being able to get a victory tonight will be, awesome for the Prairieville Hurricanes.
It says a lot that this team is only 2 years old. Prairieville is only the 2nd season they've played soccer together. They're 23-3 on the year and playing in the quarterfinals. Let's take a look at our starting lineups for the Willow School Lions. They have an 8th grader in goal. Number 1, Eli Dunn Mangum. Their left back is a sophomore, Max Beabout. The center back is Oliver Morris. He's a senior. Sam Morris is the right back. He's only a freshman. At center defense mid is Sal Glasgow. He's a senior. Atticus Walker will play left mid. He's a junior. Senior Charlie Sally will be the center mid. Junior Colin Rickett will be the right mid. Senior Caliste Reggio will be the center attacking mid. Your 2 forwards are sophomore Dylan Minogue and also number 17, Milo Chazin. He's a junior.
And for the Prairieville Hurricanes starting lineup, so we're going to have senior goalkeeper Benjamin Tilley. Then the defenders are as follows: senior Carl Roussel, sophomore Joel Mackey, freshman Eduardo Espinoza, and freshman Herman Soto Fornes. And then as midfielders, you have junior Brent Lawless, senior Andrew Roussel, senior Jace Golson, and junior Cohen Tripodi. And for the forwards for the Prairieville Hurricanes, senior Caleb Eichels and sophomore Price DeBarros.
And we are just about set, and we'll have our national anthem in just a second.
And the PA announcer is just going to go over their starting lineups, and this is called the International Walkout in Soccer, just showing the crowd who is playing today and something nice for the community.
Midfielder number 14, Alex Walker. Midfielder number 15, Maurice Brazio. Forward number 17, Milo Jason. Defender number 18, Max Gill. Defender number 21, Oliver Morris.
And now, the starting lineup for your Prairieville Hurricanes. Up top for the Canes, number 11, Yellow Aiko. Number 16, Bryce DeBarros. Number 30, Jace Gosen. Number 10, Andrew Roussel. Number 88, Grant Lawless. Number 8, Cohen Traponi. Our defenders, number 14, German Soto Funes. Number 19, Eduardo Espinoza. Number 21, Carl Roussel. Number 31, Jojo Mackey. And Golden King. The Berlin Wall, number 99, Benjamin Tilly.
Starting lineups have been announced.
Will be a few inside. Aaron Lawson, Jake Shea, and Brendan Rodriguez. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise. Remove your caps. As we play our great nation's national anthem, the colors are presented just beyond the marker.
As you can tell by the flag, there is little to no wind here in the stadium. It is 68 degrees, a beautiful evening for this Division II quarterfinal matchup between the Hurricanes and the Lions. The Lions, the Willow School in New Orleans, and they have had quite a resume coming into this game.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you just look at both of these records, as it says, it's 21-3-4. That is the Willow, and Prairieville is 23-3-0. Both of these teams are very aggressive and knows how to score, and that's something that is going to be very exciting tonight. But the one thing I am excited about is seeing these defense. You know what I mean?
Yep.
As you can see, in the 17 days into February, you said earlier Willow School has scored 14 goals in 3 games but have allowed none in. And then the Prairieville Hurricanes have scored 15 goals in 2 games but have allowed 1 in. So very intrigued with how both of these defense are going to come out, both having 5 seniors start.
Yep.
So this is going to be straight leadership and straight just control, and the team that wins tonight just wins it on all aspects of the game.
Well, I'm really interested to see an 8th grader in the goal. I really am. I mean, an 8th grader playing quarterfinals in Division II is incredible, and that's not like I could see an 8th grader playing forward. I could see an 8th grader playing any other position.
Yeah.
Goalkeeper is one. You need to be physically big and strong enough and can jump, and just your whole physical attributes have to be, a certain temperament, I would suppose. But just an 8th grader in there really surprises me, and I can't wait to see him. Obviously, he's doing well because he gave up 0 goals in the last 17 days.
Absolutely. That is complete talent and trust from your whole team, just because of the fact that if you're going to have an 8th grader in there, that means that he voices to his defense. He's a leader, and that's already something with this Willow. But I mean, if you look back in the last 8 years, the Willow School is 3-time state champs, 2-time semifinalists, and 2-time quarterfinalists. You have players on the Willow School that's playing tonight with 2 state championship rings already. And to see that they started off in 8th grade with already having this confidence level, that's amazing. And great job by Barcelona for building his program and establishing that.
And Mangum is a tall, lanky young man in the goal, and we are excited to see all of these guys play. And we're underway here. So glad you've joined us for the Rev game of the week. It's the quarterfinals. It's the Willow School Lions taking on the hometown Hurricanes from Prairieville. Quickly out of bounds, and will be inbounded by the Hurricanes.
Just letting you know at home, we're going to try our hardest to see those bumblebee numbers. So we're kind of looking out right now, but this is a defensive back for the Prairieville Hurricanes. Kind of looks like number 14 on that side, which is Younes, excuse me.
It'll be Atticus Walker up the field for the Willow Lions. Goes out of bounds. Remember, I always have to remind myself the out of bounds line is the black line, not the football field. It's wider than a football field, and that'll be cleared by a defenseman for the Lions.
Here's something from Prairieville already from the start. Something that Prairieville, from the last game that they need to find each section and go together. Definitely needs to transition a lot togetherness and definitely find the back of the net a little bit easier.
Reggio with the ball attacking. He'll pass it over to his teammate. That's Glasgow. Nice move now by Walker.
And it looks like both 14s are on this side, so, Jim, we got to mark that down. Younes is on this side, so not the other side. Just saw it in our camera.
Out of bounds. It'll be Hurricanes' ball on the possession, on the throw-in.
And that's number 16, Price. DeBarros throwing it in.
Had to back up a little bit. He was trying to throw it a little bit ahead of where it went out of bounds. Good throw in. Tried to head it, went down a little too far, went over his head. This is Sally now up the field. Chazin has it taken away, and they'll clear it up the field. Good boot that time. Nobody there, but let's see if somebody can chase it down. And it will be taken by Mangum. Dunn Mangum is his last name, hyphenated, the 8th grader. Pretty good boot. Went off the side of his foot a little bit. Ooh, got him in the back of the head when they were trying to both go up for the header. No call.
Nothing too intense on that one.
To the sideline for Walker. Walker's patient, gets it to his man up the field. That's Reggio. Reggio will go down, and the ball will roll out of bounds, and it will be
a corner
kick. That was a long way for a corner kick to roll.
Absolutely. So shout out to the ball boys and girls that are here tonight helping with getting the game back into play.
This will be Sally do the honors from the right side. Check that, the left side. Had to spin myself around like a top. Sally puts it toward the goal. It'll overshoot a little bit, bounces back toward the goal, and it will be cleared. That was a good play by the Lions to get it back on that extra bump, but just not good enough.
So this is something that the Willow School was talking about, that transitioning, and continuing to go into that into that inner third, and something that the Willow School is doing so well right now is finding each other's feet, and that's something that's very powerful at the beginning of a game, because if they're already starting to gel and mesh, it's going to be a great game.
Benjamin Tilley gets it in goal and will roll it out to his defenseman on the wing. Up the field quickly, about 30-yard kick that time. High bounce. Nice control by the Canes. Nice job. Finds his man on the wing. Now we'll put it up the field. Controlled on the high bounce. Walker feeds it right side. And that's Sally trying to chase it down, and it will go out of bounds, and it will be Lions ball.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was Joe Mackey on the defensive end for Prairieville. Definitely going to have some trouble with having senior Carl Roussel and sophomore Joel Mackey in the back for Prairieville. Very great together.
Trying to feed to the center of the field. Knocked away, controlled, a shot, and it will be scooped up by Tilley. It just kind of rolled lazily through the defense, and luckily nobody got in Tilley's way so he could wrap it up and control it.
Yeah, I liked how you said got it in Tilley's way, because I'm going to tell you, Jimmy, as somebody that, tries to score a lot, your forwards, you want the defense in front of you to where you can find that alleyway. The goalkeeper cannot see it. So great job by Tilley for continuing to move his feet, because he could have been stagnant and nothing happened.
Now the other end of the field for the Hurricanes. They'll try to attack a little bit here on the left side. Will be chased down by a defender and knocked out of bounds.
It's going to be Willow ball too. So great job by that defensive back for the Willow School. Looks like that's going to be right back Sam Mann, as we can see, or their center back. Very hard when we're way up here trying to look at it. Looks like 21. So Oliver Morse. Yep.
I'm impressed with the way the Lions are, like you said, finding the foot. They're finding the next guy, and they're putting the ball in the right position where they're leading them on passes or they're leaving it back when they want to do that. But they're not missing, like we've seen games all season long where they miss those passes just by a hair, but these guys are very controlled and moving the ball effectively.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, that's something when you build a program that has, in the last 8 years seen every aspect of, the playoffs and things like that. But that's just also just great soccer.
Yeah.
If you can already lead your player or lead your next pass, that is going to bring your team a long way. And, their record shows that they can definitely play soccer.
21-3-4 on the year are the Lions.
Looking at that 3, it's been to all Division I teams. Besides
nice shot
Holy Cross.
Toward the goal, will outpace his other forward on the right side, and it will go out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick. I have been impressed with Tilley. He has been able to boot the ball much further than, and not a knock on Mangum, but he's been able to flip the field when he's had an opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely. You just saw a little bit ago that was head coach Barcelona for the Willow School. Definitely a coach that knows how to develop a program like his counterpart on the other side, Adrian Garcia.
He's only been there 8 years, and those 8 years have been awfully spectacular when you think about all the hardware they have garnered in those 8 years.
So definitely first foul of the game. Knew it was going to be coming. They're getting a little chippier as the minutes are clocking down, with it almost, being 9 minutes. 9 minutes in.
So it'll be a free kick. Everybody will get in their respective positions.
This is something I love about boys soccer right here. See what can happen. Nothing. Beautifully done by number 18 for the Willow School.
Be about. Came up from his defense position. Does a good job. They're going to call a penalty on him that time, though. It'll be a free kick for the Hurricanes.
When you start getting the height and difference, you'll see a lot more fouls, as you can see on this replay. Beautifully done by Prairieville Hurricane right there. He kind of made that fake, I'm going to go for it, and then let the ball go. Gets a great foul right there. And this is Joel Mackey doing the honors of this kick.
5 of the Canes players down near about the 5-yard line. He sent that one deep. Still have an opportunity, but then it's cleared by the defense of the Lions. It'll go out of bounds. Nope, stay in bounds. Excuse me. See? I even knew it was not out of bounds, and it still confused me. Back down the field to get a separation from the Lions players and have a little bit more room to work.
Yeah, give your team a
go.
chance at the other end. Let's see what happens.
Toward goal, is a little bit wide right. That was a good effort. Need to turn his hips a little bit more, right?
Yeah, absolutely. He was right there. Did you see how the ball, as you can see on this replay, the ball kind of goes further away, to the right of the goal and just gave him a little less chance into finding the back of the net. But beautifully done by Prairieville for already having their first shot on goal in the first 10 minutes. And a foul going to be called on the Hurricanes.
So the Lions will have a free kick from right about the 50-yard line, the midfield stripe. All we need is a ball. There it is.
And it's funny, as you can see, both of these teams can score, and that's what makes this game exciting. But it's the first 10 minutes, and both of them has had, one shot on goal. That's something that you really have to look in these big games, that it's going to take one chance, one opportunity to get a shot off, and that center ref is just kind of making sure this game does not get crazy, no pushing, no shoving early on, because if a team gets like that early, it can be not a great game throughout the
a lot of movement by the Lions trying to get their guys in key positions. Nice job to control the ball for the Hurricanes, although they don't have it now, but they did just enough to tip it away. It was well done. Throw in for the Lions. Ooh, he pushed him. He's going to call that every time.
Yes.
He literally pushed him right out of the way, right in front of him.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, just anytime you extend elbows, extend arms, or anything else, it's definitely going to be a foul. And as we can see, throughout this game, fouls are being, called more. And on this replay, we see it just that extended of the arm.
I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but in soccer, unlike basketball, if you're committing penalties or fouls, I should say fouls, you're charged for those. And as you counter more of them, you get thrown out of the game if you have 5.
Yes,
That is not the case here in soccer.
No, not at all. So, but you start to see that if it's a constant person, then that center ref will give what I like to call a Visa card, which is a yellow card. And if you get 2 yellows in a game, that is now considered a soft red, to where you have to get out of the game. You cannot come back in, and your team has to play with 10 only.
What a move. Oh, wow, 10 only.
Yeah.
Sorry, I couldn't help but
Number
was
17.
amazed at Chazen right there. As he pulled the ball back, the defender was going for it, and the defender just whiffed, and he had complete control.
Yeah, beautiful. Absolutely. And then Prairieville right here, just not a great foul to do right out, right at the 50-yard line. Not mad at it, but got to have your emotions down, just because of you don't want Willow School to get into your defensive half.
You said it in the pregame, or right as we were going into the game, the defenses were going to be key, and so far that has been absolutely true. Tilly scoops it up on one bounce. Only 1 goal scored in the playoffs against the Hurricanes, 0 goals scored against Willow in the playoffs. They've had 3 games, and the Canes only had 2. Ooh, right together. That's so dangerous to me. Not dangerous. It is. It's a scary thing to see 2 guys going up for the same ball and their heads getting clanked around.
Yeah. It's years of playing, or if you're like me, named Jolie Hartman, you have to wear a headgear the last 3 years and in college because of having 6 concussions. So, yeah.
I was
it's
kind of
just
right there
part of
with
the
you.
game, yeah.
Not because of soccer, though.
Yeah.
Pole vaulting was my concussion
era.
Yeah, it was my concussion protocol.
Let's see, this is Joel Mackey for the Hurricanes, taking it kind of right at the 40-yard line on the football field, but not considering soccer. This will be, more of a 35.
Tries to head it in, can't do so, goes out of bounds, and it'll be a goal kick. It will be taken by Sam Mann.
That's a great name. Sandman.
Mm-hmm.
Great name.
Well, we have a substitute coming in for the Hurricanes.
Once we finally look, kind of looked like number 13, Kevin Sanchez, coming in as a forward.
Streaking down the right sideline, the Lions, and it's just tipped out of bounds by the foot of one of the Canes defenders, not wasting any time. He's got a man in the middle, and it will be, just couldn't quite control it. There were 4 striped jerseys around him.
Just really impressed with Willow right now. I love that they don't even have to look at each other and know where they're at.
Yep. They're going to call a penalty.
Yeah.
One of the Hurricanes player went down kind of hard, and he will hop back up, and it will be a free kick.
Yeah, that's number 88, Brent Lawless. Kind of was just walled into that play. Just couldn't go anymore, so fell down.
Boy, the crowd has steadily grown here as this first half has progressed. Great crowd on hand, a beautiful night for this quarterfinal soccer game.
Oh, yeah, Jimmy. Happy Mardi Gras.
Oh, I forgot about that myself. Forgot about it completely.
Yep.
Been working all day and didn't even think about it.
And no foul inside the box.
Nice tip out. Boy, that was a powerful kick. It didn't look like he put anything on it, but it moved. Man using his body.
Yeah,
and it
nice
goes out of
job
bounds.
right there. Beautifully said, Jimmy.
Goal kick.
It's something that it's always just contesting in soccer is the fact that the team that wins the 50-50 balls, that's any time a ball's in the air, is usually the team that wins this game. And right now that is very consistent with both of these teams, just because of I think right now they're just trying to find each other's footing and do something different. But I just want them to realize, they can both score, so they just have to kind of be patient and build something up. And this is going to definitely be a foul. Took them off from not having the ball straight from the cleats. And as we can see on this replay, just 4 Prairieville people right there and just that one defensive back. And I'm pretty sure that was Carl Roussel that went up to that ball. And if not, then I'll make sure maybe Andrew Roussel was the culprit of that one.
We have a shot at possibly having a semifinal game here at Prairieville. The winner of this one will host Rummel in the semifinals. So a Canes victory, and we'll be right back here. That'll be great to see in year 2 of the program.
Absolutely.
Hard shot right into the wall, and it'll bounce off the Hurricanes players, but that's why the wall is there, and good thing they turned their bodies because it came hard to their backs.
Yes, I absolutely love this shot from number 21, senior Oliver Morse. He definitely had a little bit on that ball, so whoever got the back end of that one, will have a nice little bruise.
Second corner kick, no, excuse me, throw in, right?
Yeah.
Okay, didn't quite go out of bounds on the end line.
Beautiful throw.
Off the head, toward the goal. Controlled, luckily, by and cleared by the Hurricanes.
Absolutely.
Boy, that was close. It looked like it had a lot better opportunity to get in than it actually did from our angle.
Yeah, those throw-ins, it's always deadly when someone gets something on it because you don't know about that backside run. Somebody could be coming in from defense or an attacking mid. As a defender, you always have to know that you can't just look at the ball. It's almost like basketball. You can't look at the goal. You got to defend all around it.
Walker trying to make some hay down near the goal. It'll be knocked away.
Second corner coming in for the Willow School in this half. The last time it just kind of went a little too much far, and Prairieville Hurricanes kind of stepped on it really, really easily and got it out.
This is Sally from the corner on the left side.
And the center ref is going up to Tilly because they're talking about the pushing and shoving. This is what happens when you have a forward for another school get in front of your goalkeeper.
He's going to call something. Oh, there we go. Man, these guys have great control with the header. Hard shot, knocked away. And it will be cleared down the sideline, or up the sideline, I should say. For the Hurricanes, it'll be another Willow throw-in. Let's see if they can get a run.
I like that idea. He didn't have to, floor it all the way to the other end. Nobody was really there. Like that idea, but we need, to have a little bit more Hurricanes to help them out right there. And Willow, fantastic job in their center mid position right now, just from stopping anything from helping the Hurricanes get to their goal.
Knocked out of bounds by the Lions. We'll have subs coming in. 2 for the Hurricanes and 1 for Willow, right?
I heard number 15, Murphy Moss, coming in, sophomore, for the Hurricanes. Didn't hear the last one, though. I'm going to make sure to get that one.
And I think now that the Lions are going to sub. They did not sub before. They've got 2 coming in as soon as they have a stoppage of play. Nice chest, off his chest, right to his teammate.
Not enough.
Away, not enough. Trying to get it to Walker on the left side, and it will be knocked out of bounds, and it will be a goal kick. And we'll have some subs coming in for the Lions.
And I think that was our, I think that's number 23 for Prairieville. If I can kind of see his jersey, probably not, but nope, that's number 13, Kevin Sanchez. He was subbed in at the last sub that came in. So great job for Kevin Sanchez, already having a shot on goal with now that we're over the halfway mark of this first half. Beautifully done, just not enough. 1-2. Hurricanes are waking up. Halfway done in this first half.
Number 13, Thomas, checked in for the Willow School a second ago. Now starting to play on the Hurricanes end of the field. Or I should say the Willow end of the field. And just like that, they flip it. Neither team is getting a lot of clear runs. They're not able to really get some passes up the field. They're playing kind of midfield, a little defensive side, but nobody's really had a good run yet.
I can tell you this, that's how you know that there's 2 great teams playing on right now. Want to say that the sideline AR stating that the ball was out of bounds, so it might be a throw-in. Yep, definitely was. So it's going to be throw-in for the Willow School.
Lions send it down the field. Now we might have a little run. He's going to chase it, and it's going to be picked up by the 8th grader, Eli Dunn Mangum. Pushing, no call. Think it'll be Lions ball.
Another throw. Definitely when you start seeing a lot more throws, that is both teams trying to figure something out. This is not like every other game. There's something on the line. You don't want to be the first team to make a mistake.
Send it to the wing. And it's stolen away. He's got a little bit of running room. Looking for somebody to pass to. That was a be-about. Oh, and he's tripped.
Nope, still got it. Not going to be a foul just because his teammate got the ball.
Got it.
Yeah, if he would have lost possession, absolutely would have been a foul, but because his teammate had that possession, because just think, Jimmy. You get so mad that you lost the ball, but your teammate scores off of that goal. You don't want to be that referee that stops it.
That's a good point. And you have to make that decision very quickly. I mean,
very, very quickly.
That's a tough call to make sometimes because you see the guy go down, and you may be looking at the guy, and you're not looking at the ball. Anyway, I hats off to the referee for making that call.
I've always said I'm not going to complain because I never want to be one.
Nope.
But there were some times that you have to complain.
Yeah, well, Ooh, now that was a.
That was total takedown.
Looked like a little
showdown.
rugby action.
Absolutely.
Now they're going to call something. That was going to be a free kick.
Yep.
They did call the penalty, but I was making sure they didn't
escalate
free
kick
this thing.
And more subs coming in for Prairieville. So I heard number 16, Price DeBarros is coming back in.
Still 0-0 here with just under 15 minutes to play in the first half. Probably going to be a little time added, but I wouldn't think much at this point.
Beautiful. Yeah,
job.
not much.
They got a defender who was tall, able to jump up and get the header and clear the ball away from the goal. Pushing, shoving, no call. Up the field, taken away by the Canes. Battling hard. Now it's off the shin guards of number 13, Thomas. And he looks like he got frogged, possibly.
Yes, that does not feel good. Shin guard or cleat up in your shin. Not fun.
Yep, just above his shin guard. And I think he's going to be okay, but he definitely felt that one.
So remember how he was just talking about minutes off? That referee just stopped the clock. So maybe a few seconds. Maybe a minute.
Throw in. Sends it downfield, but nobody there. This has been a physical soccer game so far. We've watched a lot of girls soccer. You do all boys and girls, but definitely a different animal when these teams, like here in the quarterfinals, it is a physical game.
Yeah, it's kind of going to, like, as any team, when you're making it to the end to, host the trophy up at the end, it's going to be a lot of physicality because there is nothing else that you can do. Both of these teams are great. They both can score. It's going to have to be on your defense. So they're going to try to do anything to get the ball back.
That's Minogue. Over to Reggio.
And I love this setup.
Sally. Back to Reggio. Reggio sends it to the wing. That's Thomas. Thomas might have a shot. Sends it back. Again, finding the feet of his players. Chazan. And Glasgow could not believe there was no call on that one. He was a little incredulous.
I mean, yeah, he's definitely, as what I saw was a little push in the back, but, hey, it's continuing on. He had the opportunity to get it to his teammate, as we can kind of see on that replay. But other than that, let him play on.
Some substitutions coming in for the Canes, and they will inbound.
This looks like Jay Skolson for the Canes throwing it in.
A mighty toss. Nice job to head it high, and it will not be controlled. It will go out of bounds. I believe that was Andrew Roussel knocking it out of bounds. Quick inbounds. Back out of bounds. Let's try again.
It's like a tennis match, Jim.
Yeah. The referee is definitely talking with these guys. They are not taking any chances of things getting out of hand, and that's good to see.
No, in
might have a shot.
previous rounds, we've heard and saw what could happen if you don't check some of these kids out.
Chazan to center it. Trying to chase it down is Reggio, and he does. Reggio comes up with the ball.
That was just beautiful. And out. So shot on goal kind of went to the right, Jim. But it's going to be actually deflected off of a Prairieville Hurricane. So it's going to be the Willow School's third corner of this first half.
First one from the right side. They've had two on the left, first one on the right. Let's see if they have better success. Sends it. right into the scrum.
Just
missed that one. He did. It looked like it spun on him a little bit, and he didn't expect it. The ball was spinning a little bit. Man, these guys are fast, too. Willow is fast. Both teams are, but I've just noticed the speed of the Willow Lions. So, soccer games often end in ties.
Mm-hmm.
Is this still an opportunity where it could end in a tie?
Nope, got to have a winner.
All right, figured so, but I wanted to make sure there wasn't some weird rule I didn't know about.
Nope, overtime is 2 10-minute halves. Then you go into your golden goal to 5. So if anybody scores in that, yes, it could be like an additional 35 minutes at it, my friend.
Man alive. We're not going to have that problem. I was just checking.
Yep.
Jazan up the field trying to get it to a guy crossing. We couldn't do so. He was looking for, I think, Reggio.
Yeah, and just a reminder on our clock, we'll stop it at 2 because the center ref has the official time. So we're not going to count it down to 0, and he adds 2 minutes or a minute.
Under 10 minutes to play now in the first half, and it has been back and forth, ebbing and flowing, and nobody has been able to take control yet. Both of these teams are adept at scoring, but the defensive portions of their squads are even better.
Off of a defender, got to get that ball a little bit more up to get it out, to get your defense out of your own box.
That was Minogue a minute ago. He centers it, and it's cleared, but it's right back into the leg of Sally. Up the field. Everybody going up, falling down like bowling pins.
Yeah, so that one's definitely going to be a little bit more of a call just because of falling on top of the person and extending your arms when you're in the air.
Subs wanting to come in for both teams. This will be a free kick.
By Joel Mackey. It was like Prairieville was all making runs in, but they didn't make run to the ball.
Right. Reggio centers it. They've got a shot, and it's cleared. Very good defensive play that time because it looked like they might have had a shot on it.
Yeah, they just keep, on defensive, they try to clear it and it hits off of somebody.
Yeah.
It's like, I understand you're wanting to all be there in the center, but if you're all there, then nobody's going to go. But then, man, you have this kind of chance. Got to get more Hurricanes up. But a slew of Hurricanes are about to come in. Let's see if we can hear.
Getting some fresh legs in.
Definitely a great idea from Coach Garcia just because you got 7 minutes left. You see that it's been nothing but defense on both ends, so you're going to have your fresher legs playing offense for you. See this long throw?
Going up for it.
Height difference right there.
That's what it was. Good clear by the midfielder. Pinball. Bumping, hitting, controlled by the Hurricanes. Stolen right away. He's going to get it to the wing. It's to Thomas. Thomas on the left side. Uses his body to shield the ball, fighting against the defender. That was Reggio losing it. Kind of upset they didn't get a call there. This is Sally. Cross field. Into the center for Reggio. Back to Sally. To Reggio.
It's just beautifully done with the ball at your feet.
Referee wallops Reggio.
Referee wants to play too. I get
out.
it.
He tried to get out of the way, but there was no way to avoid that collision, and they'll shake hands.
Yeah.
But, man, that was
that's a very hard call to be in, on that replay. As you just saw, it's like you don't know what the athlete is going to do. So he was like kind of backing up, but okay, where are you going, kid?
Oh, great pass. Bended a little bit across the field right to his player on the right wing.
They never get lost. I can get lost watching them just because of the fact that they're going to find someone open. And look, it just went from their forward back to their midfield, back to their defense, and they're already starting back up. That's something that's just a well-oiled machine with the Willow School, and they do that really well.
I think they were trying to get it to Walker. Couldn't catch up to it. He slipped a little bit.
Yeah, they're both going for the ball, so nothing really there. That's why nobody's getting a yellow card. But I am liking how this center ref is making sure to talk to the players and making sure that they talk together, kind of just having that sportsmanship opportunity. So free kick right here for the Willow School.
4:24 the clock rolling. We'll stop it at 2. Hard shot, sends it deep. Head and out of, nope, stays in bounds. Taken and pushed up the field and out of bounds by the Hurricanes. They're not going to waste any time. They're going to wait and actually switch out who was going to throw it in. And it's going to be Beabout.
Yeah.
My favorite name, Max Beabout.
And look, if you can only picture this, I need everyone, on your screen, you're seeing every single player is on this half of the field. That is, every offensive player for Prairieville is playing defense right now, and their last defensive player for the Willow School is right here at the 45. That is already telling you something that, the Willow is going to need all, 10 players on the field to try to score against the Hurricanes.
Yeah, the goalkeeper's all the way up past the 25-yard line, way out of goal. Oh, that was an odd play, but it worked out beautifully as one of the Canes bounced it off one of the other Hurricanes players and kept control. Beabout loses it.
And I love it. It's gonna be flawless passes throughout, and then here they're trying to get it just right over the defense, but the wheels of number 12 for the Willow School just simple right there. That is Sam Mann coming through offensively for Willow.
Free kick now for the Hurricanes. 2:37 on the clock. Battle for it. And it's controlled by the Lions.
Beautiful ball in.
Defense does its job again. It'll be knocked out of bounds.
I love that. I love that job. Exactly what Andrew Roussel just did, because you have to get more people back. So just place the ball out and make sure that your defense is going to be behind you.
They stopped the clock at 2, and we've got a clock going. We'll see how much time they added. Beabout, inbound. Boy, if they just had somebody there, they could have popped it, but no dice, obviously.
Yeah.
He'll have another shot at it, though.
You definitely don't want a boys soccer player throwing it in like how number 18 Beabout can.
Throws it toward the scrum, and it is headed and cleared by the defense for the Hurricanes.
Beautifully.
Way up the field. Man, it's a fast defender right here, and he will control it for the Lions. Slide tackle misses. 2 defenders miss. Walker has it knocked out of bounds. Tried to get it to Minogue and couldn't do so.
And all of that was courtesy of number 23, I think, for or 13, excuse me, for the Prairieville Hurricanes. Kevin Sanchez running back from playing defense all the way to offense and then getting it a throw in right here for the Canes.
Inbounds, nice job. Takes it off the crown of the head, bounces it off his shoulder, bounces it off his backside. And it will be staved inbounds, and now it'll spin out.
Unlucky
so
right
it'll
there.
Be a goal kick. We are about 20 seconds away from being out of regulation. We'll see how much time they add. Big boot. Chasing it down. It'll stay with the Lions. It will be about to throw it in. So now we're in extra time. Be about steps up and wings it. Nice control off the chest, but it bounces right to, and that will do it. So no time. 20 seconds was added, and that is it. And that will do it for the first half, and it is a scoreless first half. A defensive battle. We'll be back right after this for halftime right here on the REV Game of the Week.
Chris's Specialty Foods has you covered for tailgating this season. We do all the prep work so you can spend time enjoying your family and friends. Steaks, burgers, sausage, chicken, wild game, and many other great pork options. Our central location is now open on Wax Road behind the Walmart. And the new Highland location serves hot lunches and has a meeting space for your work team. New Orleans and Millerville are rocking as well. It's fast, affordable, and delicious. It's Chris's Specialty Foods.
Everybody loves Chris's.
BT Chapman and AJ Pickett with Advantage Therapy are honored and excited to team up with Prairieville High School Athletics. At Advantage Therapy, we are dedicated to helping our patients regain the highest possible functional status through one-on-one patient care. Advantage Therapy has spent nearly 2 decades providing both outpatient orthopedic physical therapy and occupational therapy to the people of Ascension and surrounding parishes. From all of us at Advantage Therapy, go Canes!
For over 40 years, Bingle has been a trusted name in pest control. Now Bingle Pro Exterminators brings that same expertise and reliability to your home and business. From termites and mosquitoes to roaches, ants, wasps, and wildlife, no pest stands a chance against our professionals. At Bingle Pro Exterminators, we keep pests gone. For a free inspection, call 833-GO-BINGLE or visit binglepro.com. Bingle, the official pest control of LSU Athletics.
Order like a champ at Raising Cane's. We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Yalva's Seafood in Prairieville invites you to dive into a delicious dining experience. Since 2012, Yalva's Seafood has been locally owned and operated, which means meals made from scratch using fresh ingredients. Treat yourself to fresh fried seafood, steaks, and exciting seasonal additions to our menu. Stop in for brunch on Sundays. Enjoy a cold beer while satisfying those taste buds. And of course, there's always something for the little ones, so bring the whole family. Visit Galva's Seafood on Highway 42 in Prairieville.
We'll see you soon.
Dr. Brian Hollis is Ascension Parish's orthodontist. Dr. Hollis has an excellent reputation for bringing state-of-the-art technology and the highest standard of patient care to Ascension. He attended LSU Dental School, and he completed a residency to become a board-certified specialist in orthodontics. An avid supporter in our community, Dr. Hollis is married to Celeste Pyron Hollis, and they have 4 children. Dr. Hollis, Ascension Parish's orthodontist. Grow up smiling with Hollis Orthodontics.
At LRC Baton Rouge, we bring you trusted Motorola communication solutions along with advanced security and surveillance systems. We also specialize in a full range of AV solutions, including our own LRC View video walls that transform spaces with stunning visuals. Whether it's seamless communication, top-tier AV installations, or robust access control, LRC Baton Rouge is your all-in-one technology partner. Miller Safety Consulting is more than a service. They're a partner in protecting your people, your business, and your future. With over 27 years of experience, Jeremy Miller and his board-certified team provide expert safety services in OSHA consultation, legal case support, customized training, and more. They also offer online training courses in leadership, health and safety, and mental health and wellness in the workplace. Visit millersafety.com for more information.
REV presents the Action Minute. Here's the Clinical Director of Action Therapy and Wellness, Haley Leindecker.
And I'm here to show you some of the services we offer to help get you out of pain and back in action.
Dry needling involves inserting thin, sterile needles into trigger points within muscles to release tension, reduce pain, and improve movement. It's highly effective for muscle tightness, chronic pain, and headaches. Joint manipulation. By applying a quick, controlled force to a joint, we can restore mobility, reduce stiffness, and relieve pain. Cupping therapy uses suction cups to increase blood flow, reduce muscle tension, and promote healing. With instrument-assisted soft tissue mobilization, we apply targeted pressure to break down scar tissue and speed up recovery.
Action Therapy and Wellness specializes in physical therapy, sports therapy, occupational, and hand therapy. Just remember, no referrals needed. Give us a call today.
We're at halftime in a scoreless quarterfinal Division II playoff game between the Hurricanes and the Willow Lions. It has been defense all night long, Julie.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we kind of knew that coming in. Both teams can score, but it's going to have to go down to what team is definitely going to kind of make the other one miss and make the other one make a mistake. And, right now we're going to look at the AP Boys Road to Hammond. So here are the quarterfinal pairings in Division I. East Ascension is playing right now against number 1 Jesuit. In Division II, we see the Willow School at Prairieville High, which is your REV game of the week. In the second round, that regional round results, Division I, Jesuit 6, Dutchtown nothing, East Ascension 3, Southside 2, and then Division II, Prairieville 7, and Caddo Magnet 1, which was last week's REV game of the week. And up next is the AP Girls Road to Hammond. What are we looking at, Jimmy?
Well, we're looking at number 7 Prairieville traveling to St. Scholastica in the quarterfinal pairings in Division II. In the regional round results for Division I, Benton was beat Sanama 3-1, and in Division II, Prairieville over Neville. That was also a REV game of the week. You guys had a doubleheader last week. You and Jeff.
Yeah.
Prairieville won that one to send them to the quarterfinal game against St. Scholastica, the number 2 seed.
Yeah, that was a very exciting doubleheader, and I giggle because not everybody knows that a doubleheader can last 5 hours long. So when Rev was like, hey, let's do a doubleheader, I was like, I got coffee, I'll have a Monster, I'm ready to go. So definitely an exciting night last week doing the REV game of the week for both Prairieville boys and girls. And coming up at you live, LHSA Division II boys quarterfinal round, you have Rummel, number 8 Rummel beating Holy Cross today, which was a phenomenal score. That's a huge upset, in Division II. Rummel 2, Holy Cross nothing, and that is Holy Cross is the defending state champs. And then the Willow School at Prairieville, number 6 Central Lafourche at Turlings Catholic, and then 10 Neville at St. Thomas More, which is number 2.
We got some great stuff coming up for you on the REV game of the week in the next couple of weeks. Next week we've got girls and boys basketball playoffs, and I presume if something happens and goes right and Prairieville would possibly win tonight, they would host a semifinal game, and I certainly would expect we would be there, right, Julie?
Yeah, absolutely. And if you're expecting, to watch it from home, make sure that you click subscribe to this REV Game of the Week, to where every time REV is live, it's going to pop up for you, and then there's no searching or looking for anything. So make sure you subscribe to REV Game of the Week. And then coming at you right now, we're going to kind of talk about a little bit of the LHSA Division II boys regional rounds. Holy Cross 1, Ruston 0, Rummel 2, Pineville 1, the Willow School 6, and Boston 0. Prairieville in that first round defeating Caddo Magnet, second round defeating Caddo Magnet 7-1. That was a huge win and things like that. But both teams, okay, boys and girls side, but tonight both teams are really trying to get to Strawberry Stadium in Hammond Friday, February 27th with girls state championship Division II at 5 o'clock and boys at 7:30. You know, everybody always talks to, you know, you want to play the last weekend in February, and this is a great, you know, call out. I absolutely love that it's moved back to Southeastern to where more of these teams can have more, you know, groups and everything else. But, you know,
Joey, what do you think? Let's revisit the keys that we had in the pregame and just give us your assessment of how you think each school is doing.
So looking at Willow, you know, this is from Coach Barcelona just because of the fact that he knows his team's best, and he straight up said, you know, execution in the final third. We're seeing a little bit of that, but not the execution inside the box. We're seeing beautiful passes outside that's getting them set up, but they're missing that one extra pass to get them one-on-one with Tilly right now. But, I mean, they're staying really organized, and they're transitioning very, very quickly. Now, for Prairieville, they haven't had truly set pieces just yet. You know, they've had one corner and a few fouls that was almost 45 yards away. Wouldn't really call that a set piece because that's more of just, okay, let me hit a pop-up, you know, in baseball, and let me see if somebody can get underneath it and trying to get to it first. But clearing the ball in defense, they're doing great, but their first clearance is going off of someone and then having almost like a stressed out moment to try to get it out. But, I mean, I'm absolutely loving this last one. That too big is still a factor for Prairieville. You know what I mean? Don't let this, seeing the crowd tonight, make this game too big in your mind. You just continue to play, and then you're going to find at the back of the goal. But these next 40 minutes is going to be a lot of fun, Jimmy.
Absolutely. It's going to be well, it's deciding somebody's season, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Somebody's moving on to the semifinals, and it sure would be great if Prairieville could pull it out, mainly because, of course, they're our home team, but also in the second year of a program. It just doesn't happen very often that a young program like Prairieville would have as much success as they're having in a major sport here, like they do in soccer.
Yeah, absolutely. And then you look at the people across from you in these last 8 years, the Willow School. I mean, I'm just in all of this resume. 3-time state champs in 21, 23, and 24. 2-time state semifinalists in 20 and 22. And then 2-time quarterfinalists, last one being last year. And one of the craziest thing that I kind of look at is, you know, some of these players that are starting right now that we are saying their names are state champions and, you know, quarterfinalists and semifinalists. And that's just a cool thing to be seeing, and for Prairieville to be seeing in their second year of a program.
Prairieville is seeded number 4. Willow is number 5. It's going to have something happen on offense for one of these teams to break free from this 0-0 game that we have here. It has been a defensive struggle all the way through, and somebody is going to either make a mistake or going to make a great play on offense to kind of break this deadlock. I
absolutely love that you said that, Jimmy, because of the mistake on defense is going to be a key deciding factor in these 40 minutes. You're going to have to be very communicative, you know, to each other, and just stay focused, because you can't lose it in this 40, because once you go up 1-0, you can have everybody play defense and just secure the win with a 1-0. Like, you're going to move on because someone scores, not because you score 8 or 7 goals, which both of these teams are very used to doing.
Yep. And we are just about set to begin the second half. So glad you've joined us for the REV Game of the Week. We certainly want to thank both schools and all the schools that we deal with for the REV Game of the Week for being so hospitable and helping us get this on the air for you. And here we go.
Exciting half.
I'm a little surprised he booted it down like that when nobody was down there. He just kind of cleared it instead of passing it off. But here we go. We've got a little battle here in the left corner. Toward the goal. It's luckily cleared by a defender for Willow School. There's Chazen. He's going to keep it from going out of bounds. I think he will not. It'll actually bounce it off the face of one of the sliding defenders.
Yeah, that's Joel Mackey right there.
Well, he's been all over the place.
Canes, yes.
Luckily, it wasn't anything too bad. This is Reggio. Reggio goes to the right side, now back to the left. Looking for a little help in the middle of the field. Probably looking for Menegue.
And look, I do want to apologize. That was actually Eduardo Espinoza, number 19.
That was an interesting effort where the goalie was pulled out. That was silly.
And already, do you see a difference between the start of this half and the start of the first half? This is 40 minutes, do or die. Do you want to see tomorrow?
Right. Yeah, the feeling out part is finished.
Yes.
It's time to rock and roll.
It's do or die. Keep it going.
To the center of the field, misses all three of the players trying to head it. Now the Canes might have a little momentum, but it's stopped by Beabout. Down the sideline. Using his body to control it. Stays with it. Beabout battling him. I don't think that was. I think that was on him.
Nope, it's a foul.
Oh, man, I didn't see it.
It kind of swept him off of his feet, you know, as we can kind of take a step back and look back on this replay. He doesn't have the ball and then just taken out from underneath.
So.
Yeah.
Okay, I believe you. I just didn't see it on the video replay. This is an interesting free kick as it's very close to the goal, just outside of the goalie box.
Hey, I was just talking about Prairieville's keys, a set piece. Here it is, Jimmy. Didn't have one in the first half. This is one of their keys that they practiced on, you know, building up to this game. Let's see what Prairieville has in store for this first set piece.
A lot of pushing and shoving, trying to get some leverage. He's not going to kick it, but it's going to go right over the goal, but it was no kick.
Yeah, the referee blew whistle. Blew his whistle. I think he needed to wait until the referee blew the whistle because he's trying to watch the pushing and shoving that's happening.
This close.
That close.
This close.
Round 2. Let's see if he can change his approach.
A beautiful kick. He's bending it in, and it's headed away by one of the defenders. I think it's Beabout.
Yes.
Holy mackerel, what a defensive play. That was angling for the corner.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, I love this one. He changed it up, Jimmy, because the first one, it went kind of a little upper 90, and this one is curving inside into the near post. Beautifully done. I like the difference because I think everybody thought it was going to come back exactly where it went the first time.
First corner kick for Prairieville, I believe. This one's into the scrum.
And it's goal!
They bounce it off a defender and it goes in.
That's exactly what Prairieville needed to start this half. Beautiful look. For Willow, as you can see, everybody was in front of him. He couldn't see him, you know. Magnum could not see the ball. All defense was around him. Beautifully done inside this box from this cross, as we can see on this replay coming to you live right here. Beautifully, just kind of driven in and just off of a kick, and no one saw that coming. Awesome job. Way to start the first 5 minutes of this half.
We knew something was going to have to give, and so far, Willow has bent and broken here. But a long time and a lot of soccer left to go.
Absolutely, and I'd be more nervous just because that is Willow on the other side. Yeah, so right now both referee is just coming back from the other side, probably checking out with the side AR to make sure nothing else happened before they definitely solidified that was a goal.
Cleared, and it will be out of bounds and Willow's throw in. Beabout wings it into three defenders, three striped jerseys. Battling for it, pushing and shoving, no call. Cleared away by the defense of the Hurricanes. There's Sally heading it. And now
foul.
So free kick for Willow. Crowd a little bit exercised over that one, thinking that it was should have gone the other way.
Yeah, that was a great Great free kick from a Be About on the other end of the field now.
Here we go is number 7, Rickett, for the Lions. Trying to chase it down, and they do. Somehow they manage to keep it in play. Willow to the center. It's Reggio. Always good control with his feet. Referee again in on the play a little bit. Tried to jump out of the way of the ball. Oh, hard kick, but a push and no call. And Tilly will wrap it up.
Ooh, I'm also
header.
trying to see both of them kind of changed up their format a little bit. Willow, though, still sticking with their 2 at the top and their 3, their kind of triangle in the middle, but I really want them to kind of go into a 4-5-1 because I need them to kind of make Prairieville stretch out a little bit more, but Prairieville right here
Gets it past the
continue
defender.
and just keeps the ball
Just
and
tips
loses.
it away.
Let's see what happens.
Shot on goal, and it's
Beautiful.
just outside. The 8th grader knocked it out.
That was absolutely gorgeous on both ends.
Yep.
I love this shot opportunity, but then Dunn Magnum just came out of nowhere. Look at this replay. Back to it. Open goal and just Spider-Man layout. Absolutely love it. Now look, here is the second corner of this half for Hurricanes. And the last one, Hurricanes got a goal. Let's see if they can continue on with this corner that they're having.
From the right side. Kind of floats it in, up high, headed out by the Lions. This is Sally up the field.
And a foul, just going to basically say, man, just kind of turned around on each other. As we can see, doesn't have the ball, still playing at the feet. Could have been either way.
It rolls out of bounds, and it will be Lions throw in.
And that's Walker for Willow School. Very smart decision because you know that you have a long throw in from Be About.
Yeah, he definitely has the arm.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if he directs it into the middle. He does, but he's going to throw it a little bit lower than he has been throwing it. It goes right back to him. He's going to try to put one in. He finds one of his teammates. It looks like number 9, Minogue, and Minogue has it taken away. Back on the run to Minogue. Minogue using his foot, puts a shot on it, and it's stopped by Tilly. A hard shot. It bent a little bit and was headed toward the right corner, and Tilly was right there, the senior goalkeeper. And you can see Tilly has quite the leg on him.
Definitely see a little bit more stressed out, on both teams. They're trying to figure something out together.
Man, that's a dangerous play by the young 8th grader.
But
Mangum.
hey, gets it. Great job by him.
Sally bumped in the back, no call. Lots of room, nobody around him, just kind of playing with it a little bit.
And still, Willow is just getting to every 50-50 ball. That's just something that they have just been dominant in this half. This game, getting back to the ball before Prairieville can get to it.
Dunn Mangum will corral it. Fighting for it out of bounds.
Ran out of real estate. Looks like Golson for the Canes.
Quick throw in by Mann. toward goal. He's going to get drawn out. He's got luckily he goes out of bounds.
A corner for Willow, their first of this half and fourth of the game.
So that'll bring everybody in.
As we can see on this replay, great job by our camera crew out there for giving us that.
Toward the goal, header in there, and he just misses. Again, that's such a dangerous play.
Oh, man, I get so nervous when you start seeing ricochet happen. As you can see on this replay, hits one Willow, then another Willow. Then you know what I mean? You never know that outcome if you don't. Oh, the PA was just announcing the Lady Canes are back here supporting their counterparts of the boys from their quarterfinal game.
Quickly inbound by Be About. Man, they are banging and banging and banging out there.
Yep, foul, as we can see, definitely going to start getting to where it's going to be in the back from Willow.
Down the field. Good job to keep it down instead of bouncing it high. He was able to control it on the turf.
Beautifully done. Setting up number 17 for Willow, Milo Chazin.
Toward the center, booted away. Finds his man. That's Glasgow. Glasgow trying to center right off the foot of a Canes defender. Be About. Tripped up. Falls down, loses the ball.
They have numbers. They just got to hold it. That's the thing that I need Prairieville to work on. Don't just always kick it up. Find someone's feet. Willow is now on their heels because they have to score.
Right.
Prairieville can do different things and set up their each third of their, of the field.
Nice job to direct the header away toward back into the field as opposed to bouncing it back toward the sideline. Nice back. Take a touch. Over to Chazin. Check that. That's Rickett.
Lost a shoe, lost a shin guard, and it's definitely going to either be a foul coming right here for by Willow.
So a free kick now for the Prairieville Hurricanes.
Yeah, and shout out to the Prairieville girls for making it to the quarterfinals this year. Great season, but they ended up losing to St. Scholastica 2-0. But awesome job by the Prairieville Hurricanes this season, and awesome job for still continue to cheer on the boys team tonight.
Yeah, St. Scholastica, the number 2 seed in the girls' Division 2. So. Tough game for them, but I'm certainly glad that they came back to watch their counterparts and cheer them on to hopefully a victory.
And that's what makes a school. You know, it's not just you and
nice
just
steal.
like this. Let's see if they can
center
continue
it, shot,
something.
And he missed it wide.
And out wide. Let me backpedal. As you can see on this replay, what did I just said Prairieville needs to do? Find each other's feet.
That's right.
That's it. They are in a what I love to call cruise control right now because they're winning this game. And so if they can simply find each other's feet, get the time off the clock by passing, playing soccer. But right now Willow started from the goal kick with Prairieville trying to sub. So the referee asked them to place the ball back.
2 Hurricanes midfielders right there. Ooh, hitting hard. So
that's going to be Prairieville's ball,
right into it. Wow, I really thought the Prairieville. Sorry.
I mean, 3 things, Jimmy. They call this sport football in England. Do you see why? I've always said that the soccer players are more tougher because they only wear shin guards. They don't have to have shoulder pads.
Well, they're hitting, that's for sure.
Yeah. 6 concussions, Jimmy. 6 concussions.
That explains a lot, Julie. It explains a lot. Most definitely. You might need to wear headgear here too.
Yeah. Hey, I'm glad we have this nice headset on right now.
It looked like a hole was going to develop right around the 5-yard line, but and I hate to use football yardage, but it's just an easy way to describe where things are happening.
Yeah, and so this is going to be Joe Mackey on this kick.
Mackey bending it toward the corner, and it's knocked away by the 8th grader.
It's going to be a corner, too, because of that Magnum. He put his hand up, you know, and I absolutely love that because of the fact if he would have lost that, that was right underneath the post.
Absolutely. It was very close to ducking right under the post. Sneaking in. Great job by the 8th grader. There's a reason he's playing right now. This place is darn good.
And definitely foul. Too much pushing and shoving inside the box. Prairieville might want this one back, so they have to contain emotions, contain it for the next, 21 minutes of this game.
Canes control, back up the field. High short kick. It went way off and then bounced off of one of the Canes' legs. It'll be taken out of the air by Reggio. Reggio, nice job to stutter step. What a pass. That was almost perfect, but the defender stepped right in front. Finding the feet, taken away from number 9.
And yes, a foul.
Minogue.
And Jimmy, just from as we're looking at this replay, is Willow passing different right now? They're not finding as much feet because they're not in this driver's seat, kind of cruise control, having that 1-0. Willow just needs to breathe. I mean, they have the ingredients to get, and find the back of the net. But Prairieville right now, they're just playing with a little spark, and I really like seeing this with 20 minutes left in this half.
Throw in for the Lions.
And some subs are coming in for both sides. So number 88 is coming in for the Hurricanes, Brent Lawless. And we got number 33 for the Willow School. Looks like Lazaire Daniel Pogalt.
Hard shot.
And yes, extension of the hands by number 88. Brent Lawless just came in.
Yep. Just like that, picks up a foul, and they will have a free kick. Hard shot. Header goes off one of the Canes' side of the head and goes out of bounds.
Yeah, senior captain back there. I think that's Carl Roussel.
Shorter inbounds this time. Head toward the goal. Tilly might have a tough time because there's so much traffic around him. Luckily, did not get a shot on goal, but that could have ricocheted any number of ways.
Yes. And one thing, too, if you were watching and you want to be a defender in soccer, always have your face not to your goal, to where if it ricochets or anything else, you can easily, quickly defend. If you're looking at your goal, you're going to be shooting on your goal. So always have your composure out to the field, not towards your goal.
Corner kick was high and bounced off. Well, it was headed over the goal.
Yeah.
Joel Mackey about to put his foot into it for the goal kick. Mackey drives it about 55 yards, 60 yards. Over to Reggio. Now they've got a little pass going.
Here's the Willow.
Down the side, up the field, trying to center it. Knocked away by a defender for the Hurricanes and cleared.
And a big clear. Nice job.
Quick throw in for the Lions. Oh, so back it up, buddy. Back it up a little bit, partner.
Yeah.
Back it up a little bit. Only about 8 or 9 yards ahead of the game. So it gets another opportunity. Under 19 minutes to play now in regulation unofficially. Right to the pink shoes of one of the Hurricanes. Ooh,
yeah,
trifecta.
dangerous, yes.
And he got basically knocked in the back of the head by his own teammate. It was not a Willow player. It's his own teammate coming up.
Yeah.
And hitting him right square in the back of the head.
Yeah, it was two, but then gets put to the ground, but definitely going to stop the clock on this one just because this is a injury of a student athlete, possible head injury, so definitely want to take precaution of this.
So when the trainers come out, he's got to leave the game. Of course, he would probably normally with the head injury, but we hope it's nothing serious, and looks like he's going to be okay.
That looks like Kevin Sanchez. I don't want to quote that on me. Can't really see with the silver numbers.
On striped jerseys.
Correct.
Yes, just to be clear.
Looks like a 3. $13, yes. Yes.
Good job.
Kevin Sanchez right there. Hope that Hurricane is all right. I mean, I can say, Jimmy, I know how he feels, so.
Yeah.
You too.
Oh, yeah. Just not in the same way. I was bouncing my head off a track slab.
Beautiful no-look pass.
Keep him, be about.
From the back.
He's going to try to, he might have to be attended to as well.
Yep, gonna say to come because of you can't just lay on the ground in a game. Referees know if it goes under 20 and they start to do this, they're gonna start stopping the clock on every injury, every ball that's out of play. So
the trainer came out. I expect he's gonna have to leave regardless.
Yes. And something that I so enjoyed as a soccer coach is running all the way across a field to help a player. And they're like, no, I'm good, Coach Joe. I'm like, well, you come in with me now.
Right.
Yeah. And so now this is stopping the clock, which another Hurricane's going to come in.
Yeah, I expect at least 2 minutes probably of extra time at this point.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
And that Hurricane looks like nope, not even going to try. Can't see it.
The effort was there. The execution lacked.
Yeah.
All right, free kick for the Hurricanes, who lead by 1-0. Our only goal coming on the ricochet from the corner kick.
Running out of real estate on this side.
Caleb Ickles on the defense there for the Hurricanes. Up the field, and it's going to roll out of bounds as well, and it'll be another Lion throw it. Ickles with a little side kick, a shot toward the goal. Nice job by the 8th grader, Eli Dunmangum.
He was born to play goalkeep. I absolutely love that. I want to see that on replay every single night because that was just beautiful. A shot on goal coming from the total opposite side of the field and makes it look so easy, and it's not. But here comes the Willow School on the other end already.
They are definitely missing those passes that they made in the first half. Stolen away by Eccles. Nice steal that time, right back.
Got to get rid of it. He can't go up against 4. You got to also eat some of this clock out.
That was Velez stealing it. Another Hurricane tumbles to the turf. Sub's going to check in for the Hurricanes.
Looks like number 15 is going to come out for the Hurricanes, Murphy Moss.
Got some playing time in the first half. Inbounds for the Canes.
Looks like number 14's back in. Maybe. I'm going to look at it again.
Reggio.
Nope. 19, Eduardo for the Canes is back in.
Be about centers it, and it's intercepted by the Hurricanes. Reggio now with the ball. Heading backwards. Gets it to
So Prairieville defense needs to step up and meet them all at one, because if they're going to continue to keep letting them come inside, then it's going to be in your goal soon. You know, you got to step up, meet the ball, don't wait for that long pass to get through, and then a deflection happens, which Prairieville knows that. Boys, last year, you know, their goal came off of their loss came off of a deflection off of one of their defensive backs and into the goal. So they have to be careful in the defensive side in these last probably 14 minutes. I'll add 2 minutes to it.
3 subs coming in for the Lions and 1 coming in for the Hurricanes.
Got number 7 and number 9 coming in for Willow. 7 is Colin Reckett, and 11, Cody Brown. Sorry, 10. That's Sal Glasgow.
Oh, nice job. Kind of half bicycled it a little bit with his back heel. Reggio loses it, couldn't quite get it on his foot. Nice steal. Rickett did the job there.
Prairieville's second ball is getting taken away too easily right now. They have to go together and kind of find each other's feet. I like this right here from this Prairieville defender. Let the ball roll out.
Yep.
The line is about to be your best friend. Let it tick off some of the clock.
Nice job to redirect the ball with the header. He's holding his arm. You got to be careful there. That could have been a penalty easily.
Mm-hmm.
Amazed by the fearlessness of both of these teams. Not afraid to go up, meet it with their head at the high point. Guys around him, it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Glasgow. Running it up the sideline. He gets tripped up, and it'll be called. It'll be called against the Hurricanes. Free kick.
That looks like number 13 that we've been talking about, Kevin Sanchez, with the foul. As you can see on this replay, just kind of comes from behind, and face hit the turf pretty well on that replay. Nervous about this free kick, Jim, right here.
Colin Rickett is going to put his foot into it, I believe. And he does. Headed out, and there's going to be another penalty called. This time it is against the line.
Yeah, it's definitely need to be checked on. A header. I think he went up, as we can see on this replay, and it hit the side of his head, not the frontal lobe or anything else. Kind of grabbing the side. Definitely headache from there.
Yes. Yes.
Always a shout out to the athletic trainers from Brock and from Prairieville High for doing this, but all high schools. Thank you to Ascension Parish Public Schools for having trainers at every home game in Ascension Parish.
Yep, and it really makes a difference, and you can really be confident and feel confident that everybody is getting a level of care that is unmeasured, and it's such a great thing to have. Still down. Looks like they're going to be able to get him up, and he is a little woozy. We hope he's okay. That is number 31, Joel Mackey.
Kind of the name we've been saying in the back. And, it's crazy about Joel Mackey, sophomore.
Wow.
I mean, just already for Prairieville has made a name for himself. And with Carl Roussel, senior defender back there, they created a trust, 2-year difference, creating trust that builds your program.
Yep. So it'll be a free kick for the Hurricanes. Under 9 minutes to play now in regulation, unofficial regulation. We're definitely going to add some time to the back half of this half.
At least say now 4 minutes.
Yeah, I think so. Cleared by Ricky.
Beautiful.
And it's Reggio. Reggio gets the ball stolen from him. He'll come back and try to chase it down and can't do so. Up the field for Prairieville. Nice touch.
And then outrun. Don't put your hands.
Oh, he did
which
it. And
he
they're going to do it
did.
every time.
Yeah.
They're going to call it every time.
Yes. And that's something that guys are very, very good about getting in between the ball to where you have to go through them. So your number one instinct is to literally try to go through them instead of finding a way around them. We just got an update right here in Division I. Jesuit upsets East Ascension 8-0.
Jesuit, the number 1 seed, right?
Yep.
Good season for East Ascension.
Absolutely. Love that we got to 2 of their games this season together. So great season by East Ascension and Coach Pedro Galindo.
Long throw in for the Lions. Another great job defensively. They are so quick with the feet.
They are saying it's definitely going to be a goal kick. Whew.
Man.
Good thing for Prairieville Canes.
But again, these defenders are so very good for both teams, but especially Prairieville right now. They are protecting that goal with everything they have. There's no reason to stop the game here, the clock here, right?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, okay.
No, but if the Canes keep adding a little bit more timeage, like he's going to tell them when.
What is this?
He's telling them to go now, or he stops the clock.
Okay.
Yeah, once the referee just kind of sees in between the 20 and time mark, if he sees that a team is taking too much, he'll stop his clock himself.
Yeah. It seems like the one thing that Prairieville doesn't want to do.
And a foul right there.
Is add time.
No, absolutely not.
So let's hustle.
And, on this replay, he just outworks them and outruns them, and then just without a ball takes them off of his feet. And that East Ascension 8-0, no, that's not an upset. But in soccer, 8-0 is a complete upset no matter what it is. Just because 8-0, that was probably mercy rule, in that second half. And so game over. And I'm upset for East Ascension.
Yeah, that's a tough way to end the season.
Mm-hmm. Here comes this free kick for the Canes.
Nice job for Mangum to just pick that ball right out of the air.
That was very nice. I like both ends of this. I love the shot and just the intensity that this shot had. It carried for a very long time, and great job by Dunn Magnum that got just hands. I'm very impressed with this 8th grader in goal tonight. Oh, face. A little bit right there.
Another free kick for the Lions. Under 5 minutes unofficially.
Just a reminder, we're going to stop our clock at 2.
They are definitely pushing and shoving back there, trying to get position. The referee wisely keeping an eye on things. Kind of a little chip shot, and it's cleared very well by one of the midfielders for the Hurricanes.
If you're Prairieville, do not do anything inside the box. Get everything outside and then all sprint up.
Ball is going to stay in bounds. No, finally rolls out of bounds as they get a quick real throw in, and not happy here.
Yes, these two are definitely going on and on at each other. You can kind of tell from when they stopped it. So that's number 21 for Prairieville Hurricanes, Carl Roussel, and number 12 right there, Sam Mann, both seniors. It means a lot, a little bit more to the both of them.
Quick inbounds after the out of bounds.
And one thing that this center ref will be looking for is because anytime he has a talk with a player, it's easy to get a yellow card right after that.
Yep.
That talk is the warning.
And out of bounds.
And a corner.
Dangerous little play in there with all those bodies.
Yeah.
It's a good thing that Tilly is a little bit taller than most of them, but not all.
Yeah, so this is going to be the third corner for the Willow School, but sixth of this game. Beautiful ball in.
Ending in. Gets past the defenders and the Lions right off the side of the head, and it will be taken by Tilly.
And another corner.
Oh, I didn't think it went out of bounds, but I guess it did.
Yep, came out. So even if the ball is in the air over the line, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So this is the fourth corner this half, seventh of the game.
Each one a little bit more tenuous than the last.
And I see a little bit of wind on that flag.
Yeah, a little bit.
Over.
Looking for some help. There's a header. Header to back away from the defenders. Cleared by Prairieville. Nice job.
And deflection. See if Tilly can get to it. Very nice job.
Well done on that sequence, because that could have been trouble. Coming up on the 2-minute mark.
And we're there, Jim. And Prairieville's going to have a throw way over here. So definitely a difference, Jimmy. I feel like the last 10, they were playing straight defense. And now you kind of have to be in this do-or-die situation, too. Play a little bit more defensively, set up a little bit more man-to-man to where, you know, their counter, which was one of their keys to victory, transition quickly. You don't want that speedster, so definitely kind of come in and just hold this 1-0 win and have Willow make the mistake and you get the ball back and just kind of kick it up in the air, kind of what they've been doing this whole second half. Very impressed at how Prairieville came out in this half.
They came to win it. Let's see if they can hang on. Inbounds. The throw-in, a long throw-in. Tipped away.
And not many Hurricanes are playing offense right now. That's why I was saying they have to be a little bit more selective. And, hey, great job. Have a shot off.
Now defense.
We're already at 1 minute, so I still think at least 3 minutes to go.
At least. Probably a little bit more. We had two big injuries. All the way. Oh, he's lucky.
Yes.
Trying to chase it down. The 8th grader was all the way out at the goalie box line. Ooh.
And, yes, rough play, rough. And Willow is going to be putting everybody up. I mean, you have everything to gain, nothing to lose. I mean, well, everything to lose. Sorry, excuse me. So everybody in defense is offense right now.
And vice versa. Good job. Headed it out. Knocked away and cleared.
And 1-on-1, let's see what they can do.
Gotta get that penalty, and it's going to be a free kick.
Free kick right at the half.
About just ran right through him. We're at the 2-minute mark now, so we're in extra time.
A little too much on that free kick. See, take your time to get the time lower down. You have a free kick. Let everybody set up.
Minogue has the ball stolen away from him. Thomas steals it away from the Hurricanes up the field. It's Glasgow. Glasgow trying to center it. The defense is stiffens, does a great job, keeps it away. Be about. Boots it. That's Glasgow, excuse me. We're in extra time. Another great defensive play by the Hurricanes.
Yeah, they just got to get it out. Like I said, if you're going to have everybody play defense, everybody has a part. You can't just all be in the center because then you get in the middle of Tilly.
Yep. And he does a good job of directing traffic when he's in the goal.
And we got new subs coming on. Definitely need fresh legs for Prairieville. Just 2 right now coming in.
We're a minute over time. I expect we've got 3 more to go.
Yeah, and fresh legs, even fresh start for this game. Number 35, Matthew McWilliams is coming in for the Canes. And I'll try to get to that other one. I think it's Kevin Sanchez back in too, playing the lone forward.
Knocking it deep. Is it Mackey back in there? I think it is.
Yep.
Cleared up for the Hurricanes. Another penalty. Well, the yellow card's coming out.
Yes. It's kind of been building up this whole game, you know what I mean?
Sam
and
Mann
look,
whistled
it's
for it.
probably going to be another minute at it.
Yep. So Mann will leave the game, although I don't think he has to, correct?
Yes.
He does have to.
Has
get a yellow
to
card. Okay.
come out, and another person has to go in for him.
Okay. But he can come back in the game, correct?
Correct,
Yes.
yep.
So he's already back on the line.
Look, he's already on the line, yep.
Yeah.
It's just kind of to get out the play because you don't want to keep that person in still a little bit heated
Right, sure.
after the moment. Now, Mann might be standing here because the ball might never go back out.
Yeah.
So, actually, Sam Mann, senior, waiting patiently to be put back onto the field and might not get that chance.
I'll bet it gets out of bounds once or twice before now and then.
We'll see.
Into the corner.
Right there.
It's a goal kick. 2.5 minutes over. Hustling back. They know the time is of the essence.
Yep, and Sam Mann is still standing.
So why did he not come in on that stoppage of play?
I think because they did something so fast right here.
Oh. Slips it by a couple of defenders. Dunn Mangum will run out and chase it. Grabs it and will boot it away. 3 minutes now.
Handball, yes. So it's going to be Willow's ball.
Really good crowd on hand for the Prairieville Hurricanes playing in
And
the
way
quarterfinals.
out. So Sam Mann coming back in for Willow.
Sub for each team now. Mann is one of them.
So the other Andrew Roussel coming in, senior midfielder for the Canes.
4 minutes overtime now. We got to be getting close. And if Prairieville can hang on and win this 1-0 game, what a great accomplishment it will be against this really, really solid Willow team.
They're
Find
impressed
his
all
wing.
night with their passes.
Shot toward the goal. Headed away by the defense. Nice job again. A shot, and it goes wide. Goal kick for the Hurricanes. We're at 4.5 now. Mackey will do the honors. And that.
And a sub. So
gee whiz.
definitely adding seconds on.
We're getting closer.
Yes, this is not, look, as you can see, the referee has his watch up like this. That means he stopped the clock.
Okay.
Now it's back on.
Wow. It's got to be getting close. Hurricanes got to win it here. Nice job jumping high and getting ahead. Waiting for the ball to come down to him was Be About. This is Thomas. No, check that. Push down.
That's Golson right there for the Canes. And that's a yellow card being given to number 21, Oliver Morse. One thing is emotions are coming out from the Willow team. I don't think they expected this tonight. So it's definitely coming out from here, and he's just going straight to the line with Oliver Morse, center back, senior. So he's definitely feeling a little bit on that one.
Battling for it. Oh, man. Uses his leg. That's be about. Uses his body, to block him and run off the Hurricanes. Ooh, a high kick, and he got him right in the leg.
Yeah.
My goodness, that's a shame. Not on purpose, of course, it's just going for the ball.
Yep. Not knowing where he was, that is Kevin Sanchez, number 13 for Prairieville. Kind of that height difference, too. You don't really see him, so you try to go for it, and then here comes Lil Sanchez just coming straight through to try to get the ball and win the ball.
Free kick. Lays it out there, kind of boots it up the field and going to go out of bounds, and it'll be a goal kick. Man, we may never finish this game.
Yeah, and Oliver Morse coming back in for Willow.
We are at 7 minutes over. That's really the other thing is you don't know what the time is, so you have to continue to play just as hard at every second. Every free kick is an opportunity for something bad to happen if you're Prairieville. Everybody in the vicinity of the goalie box. And he is definitely making sure nobody's pushing and shoving. Too bad he's going to talk to another player. You can't. I don't care if you want position. You can't move somebody out of the way if they're already there. He's going to call it again.
See what happens. Calling to continue play. And everybody stayed in the box. Let's see what the Canes can do. They just need to get it out, and then everybody run forward. There's nobody playing defense right now.
The defense of this Hurricane team is just so good. Everything that gets in close to the goal, they knock it away. The Hurricanes kick it up the field.
Exactly. And that is
it. Ball game. The final score, the Prairieville Hurricanes win it. They go to the semifinals, and they'll host Rummel with a 1-0 victory over Willow. What a ball game we just witnessed.
Very nice.
And the fireworks are going off. So what a game it was.
Awesome night for Hurricanes, just because of the fact, we've been saying those 2 years coming along, and that's Coach Adrian Garcia. Props to him and what he brought to the Hurricane Nation to bring their boys soccer team into something that now the state knows.
Absolutely.
You were about to host a semifinal match here in Ascension Parish. Only a few other teams and coaches have done that in Ascension Parish, so I know Coach Adrian is very excited for his program and his team. But awesome job by the Prairieville Hurricanes, and great season to the Willow School.
Absolutely. Well, we will likely be here for that playoff game. We hope we are. But nonetheless, what a great game it has been as the Prairieville Hurricanes head to the semifinals. Again, congratulations to Willow for making it this far. I want to thank our great crew, DZ Chapoy, Jacob Take-A-Touch Voisin, Nolan Wagasback, Priya Singleton, of course our director Andre Chapoy, and back in master control, Lyle Boudreau. I want to thank my broadcast partner Jolie Hartman. What a game it was, everybody. Congratulations to the Hurricanes. Have a great night. We'll see you next week in the semifinals.